To put together a short film or any kind of video all by yourself, it takes so much planning. I have been working on my next short film, doing everything myself, and there's so much to do to make sure it succeeds. And if you want to create a film, no matter what it is, this is for you so you know what it takes to execute it. This is the process of how to plan a short film all by yourself before shooting. It is one of the toughest things to do, but if you succeed, you will have come out a better filmmaker in the end. To pull this off, you have to plan every single detail you can in pre-production to make the filming and editing process smoother and get to the final film. First things first, you should have an idea. If you're watching this, you must already have that in mind, so then you have to brainstorm and create a script that you can bring to life. My idea centers on my love for photography and how I use it to become a better cinematographer. No matter how experienced you are, you don't have to create the most complex story to have something to share with the world. You get to writing and there's so much you want to say and include, and you go through many drafts until you arrive at the final version. While writing, you start to collect visual inspiration for how you want your shots to look, gathering ideas throughout the writing process so you can stay on top of what is in that head of yours. As I write, I already have shot ideas in mind for my visuals, and I need a separate space to organize these concepts so I don't lose track of how I want the film to unfold. Google Docs is easy and simple for creating your scripts, but Milanote, the sponsor of today's video, is where I can really dive into all the planning so I can execute it to the fullest. Without Milanote, I cannot create the best work I am capable of. This is my go-to for all things pre-production. If you haven't heard of Milanote, this is a tool that helps me plan every project I want to bring to life. I have been using this for years now, and for every single video I have created, I have a Milanote board to go with it. It starts with random thoughts I have to bring my vision to life, and ends up as something I can take with me into my shoots to fully realize that vision. Whether it's gathering ideas, creating my shot list, planning my filming schedule, or even what wardrobe I want to wear for each scene, Milanote makes it simple to organize my thoughts so I'm ready when it comes time to film. Once it's time to go shoot, Milanote also has an app so I can take my boards with me and check off my shot list as I film. And if I'm ever working with a client on a project, I can easily email them and send the board to pitch how I want to bring their concept to life. I want to break all of this down for you so you understand what to do in the planning and pre-production stages of your own films and videos. To start, Milanote has so many templates you can work with if you need help organizing your thoughts when you don't know how to begin. But for me, this is the home base, the home board I created that has every single detail about this short film that I needed to consider. I'm a visual person, so having individual boards and boards within boards helps me keep my brain focused on the bigger picture. I start planning with this middle column that has everything about this project. The aspect ratio is one of the earliest and most important decisions you have to make for the visuals, so I always have this on top so I don't forget it. Right below that, I have my script readily accessible so I can open it up whenever I need to. To the left of this column, I have my other project boards organized with more boards created within. I have my video inspiration board here with videos I find inspiring for this project. I have my shot list board that breaks down every single shot I want to get in my short film. I have my filming schedule so I know where I need to film, at what time, and the total number of days it should take. I have a locations board so I know exactly where I want to film and backup spots I could use in case of anything. And last but not least, I have a board dedicated to just my wardrobe because I want to wear different outfits in different locations throughout the film, and I won't want to mess that up on the day. I did create a column for the gear I would use just to start jotting down what I think I may need when filming, as well as a column for things I should do before filming to make sure I film BTS and have everything I need charged and ready. I colored each column at the top just to make it easier to see at a glance. And if you want to try Milanote for yourself, you can completely for free with no time limit using the link in the description. That's how I realized I couldn't work without it ever again. And if you're wondering where I grabbed all these still references you will see throughout the boards I created, I used ShotDeck and Milanote's web clipper tool to easily grab the stills and add them to my boards so I can connect my words with an image I want to create. I pulled from other places as well, and the clipper tool makes it faster to get images without having to screenshot. When I found a video I thought was impactful for what I was trying to make, I copied that link, made a new link in Milanote, and pasted it here so I can go back and watch it whenever I like. Here are all the video references I pulled that I wanted to remember. and if I thought one was really moving for me in any way, I added a label to that link and named it Idea, so I know if I'm stuck on something, those are the first videos I should look back on. I also had a list of movies I should rewatch if I could for more concepts. The next and most important board is the shot list, and within here I have many other boards that helped me plan every shot I had in mind. First, the ideas board, where I jot down random ideas either through words or images, so I can let my mind throw anything at the wall. I also added random location ideas and any thoughts I had, whether they were about wardrobe or starting ideas to open the film. Next, I created an interview setup board because I had an idea of making the voiceover like an interview, as I do for my documentary short films. I also took references from ShotDeck for how it should look. I linked potential backdrop wallpapers I could use to achieve the style I wanted. And I wrote down potential gear I would need for the lighting. Now I want to show you the actual shot list. I broke up the script into different chapters just so when I create my shot list here on Milanote, it won't be one long list that becomes too confusing to look at. To start, I created a table with 5 columns. The first column is to check off shots as I shoot them. The second is the shot description, which is basically what the shot is. The third column is the frame size, stating whether the shot is a wide, medium, close-up, or in between. The fourth column is the location, so I know where the shot takes place. And the last column is a notes column, if I have anything else to say or what part of the script the shot takes place in. You can see I color-coded the frame size and location columns for better organization, and some of the notes have a color to state whether I'm speaking or not. Here in the final shot list, I added still references for some of the shots to help me visualize even better what I'm thinking. Some shots have a color on them and they match the color in the check column. Or I added an arrow to connect a still to the shot. Whatever makes the most sense for you to organize your ideas, whether it's like me with a shot list or through a storyboard, it is a must so you can capture everything you want your film to be. Back in my main board, I created a location board just so I had a list of all the possible locations I could consider in case one of the spots I filmed at didn't work. Next up, I made a wardrobe board. I really wanted to plan every single detail, including what I would wear. I organized it by the locations in my shot list and color-coded them so I could see more easily what I'm wearing and where. I added color swatches so I knew the color of the outfits I was picking, helping me have an easy glance at what colors I'll wear with each location. And I included some accessories and images of the outfits I was going for. And finally, the filming schedule. Here, I created columns for each location so I could see the time of day I would need to film there, how much time I would need at that location, what I would film from the shot list, and the color of the top of my outfit. This makes it much easier to understand how long it will take to complete the film, and now I am ready to start filming. Don't forget, if you want to try Milanote for your creative projects, you can sign up for free with no time limit using the link in the description below. Thank you to Milanote for sponsoring today's video. One last thing I like to do in my pre-production is location scouting. Just because I like a certain location for a shot idea doesn't mean it'll actually work out. So before I filmed the final footage, I went to almost all the locations I could travel to make sure the ideas I had would work. You can see some of the test shots I did and a sneak peek to what the final film will look like. Now, you might think that all of this planning is just too much work to do and you just want to get to filming, but I promise you, if you spend the time here, it'll save you more time later on when you know exactly what you have to do to reach your end goal. If this video helped you in any way to plan your next project, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Comment below any other tips you have that have helped you plan your work, and I'll see you in the next one.